everyone, this is some Bruneau Jasper that I just took out of the tumbler yesterday, and I'm pretty excited about this stuff. This is one of my favorite rocks. So let's take a look at a few pieces up close. This is not a particularly good piece, just kind of plain brown. It's got a little bit of the good stuff right there, but I'll show you some better pieces in a minute. So this is, as I said, a type of Jasper. It's from Idaho, and there's a spot I missed. That one's going to the grinder and then back into the tumbler. But anyhow, it's from the Bruneau River Canyon in Idaho, and I've never been to Idaho, so I don't know where that is. Western Idaho, I think I read. But it's got these really cool oval shapes in it. They kind of overlap and just generally look really cool. Really shines up nicely too. Like I said, I'm saving the better pieces for later because I don't want to spoil you right off the bat. So this forms in rhyolite from what I read, and a lot of it had this stuff on the outside, which I assume is rhyolite. It forms in nodules. So I spent a lot of time trying to grind this stuff off. The stuff shaped up nicely right away. But to get this stuff off, it just took a lot of tumbling. I did put it on the grinder. This I think is a piece I might have cut off the end. I know this piece is. You can see it's flat on this one side here. So I cut some pieces off. I ground some, trying to get to the good stuff, and just took a long time. So I read that this stuff is no longer being mined. I guess it's really hard to get to the place. One website said it hasn't been mined since 2009. Another one said 1996. Sounds like it was mined mostly in the 70s and 80s. Or no, 70s. Closed in the 80s. There's a good piece. That might be my best piece. You see how it's rounded on the top there? That's where that's the shape of my grinding wheel, where I was trying to get to some of that, get that bad stuff off of there. That's a nice piece. Here's another boring piece. That one's pretty good. A couple little pieces, and here's some of the really good stuff. So I do have some before pictures of this, and I will try to match it up for the slideshow, but I ground so much off this I don't know if anything's going to actually match. But I'll show you a couple before pictures, whether they match up with these or not. Here's a nice piece. Cool stuff. If it wasn't so darn expensive and it was more readily available, I'd buy a whole bunch of this stuff and tumble it. Alright, that's all I've got. No, I didn't have a lot of it, and I'll put together a slideshow and show it to you next.